Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with atbbq.com, here today to ask and answer the question, will it taco? Now as we dig through the fridge and see what we've got left over this week, we come across our brisket style picanha. Now that video dropped earlier this week and you're gonna wanna go check it out because you're gonna wanna make these picanha taquitos. That's right, today we were making fried, rolled tacos with all the fixins. We got some work to do. Let's get started at the grill. But today we're cooking on the Napoleon P500 gas grill, and the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna fire off some of these tortillas so they're ready to be stuffed. We got our griddle nice and hot. I'm putting down some duck fat so that we can kind of quickly fry our tortillas here. What we're doing here is we're putting a little layer of fat on the outside of the tortillas that kind of coats the tortillas so it won't fall apart when we go to roll up our taquitos. We get a little bit of fat on top as well, so when we flip it, we've got that layer. We're just gonna lightly toast these. They'll start to look a little bit bubbly, a little bit brown, but stay completely pliable. Now we see some bubbling going on, so we're gonna give this a flip. So still nice and pliable, but they have a little bit of a crust to them now. These are ready to come off. Now we're gonna work on the filling for the taquitos, and we're gonna start here with our picanha, our brisket style picanha. So this is like fully broken down, just like brisket slices would be. Very, very tender, obviously like cooked past 200 degrees. But this is basically just gonna shred up or we'll chop it and it'll kind of shred as we mix it. So the great thing about this is you can do this with brisket too. If you're cooking brisket more often than picanha, save a couple cups back of your diced brisket and you can make yourself some brisket taquitos. Now we're gonna mix our 2 cups of picanha with a cup of Chihuahua cheese. Any kind of great melting cheese will do. And then a 1/4 cup of your favorite salsa. I love this Marty's roasted green chili salsa. And then really give it a good mix. I mean, pretty much shred that meat up so that we can just spoon it right out of this bowl and into our tortillas. So we'll start by taking our warm tortilla. We're gonna throw down about 2 tablespoons of filling. Kind of press that into shape and then roll it up nice and tight. No toothpick, we'll just put it seam side down for now. And then once it gets into the fryer to kind of firm up. We'll do this about 20 more times. I've got about 1 quart of vegetable oil in our 12-inch skillet. It's heated to 400 degrees. So what we're doing here, you're gonna take each one of these taquitos, pinch that seam right there so that you can put the seam side down and that way it won't open up. Just give it a second to kind of firm up there, and you shouldn't have much problem with these opening on you. Now this amount of oil gives us a good shallow fry, so it's not deep fried, not fully submerged, but close, but we can roll this over and get it browned on both sides. And look for them to get golden brown before you flip them over. Nicely brown. You're gonna make sure to tip it both ways to get out any oil that's left inside. And I'm gonna transfer this over here to a wire rack so any excess oil can drain off. And we're just gonna keep repeating this process until we get through all 17 or 18 of these that we've rolled up. Before we put this all together, we're gonna mix up a little bit of avocado crema. So I'm just gonna take half an avocado. We're gonna add that to a cup of Mexican sour cream. And then on top of that, we're gonna put a little green chili sauce in here. This is the no spice vice. Low heat to no heat, not hot sauce, but great flavors. We'll just use the immersion blender to bring it all together. We're gonna mince up some of this baby iceberg lettuce to go on top. Let's go ahead and build a plate. I Actually, first thing I'm gonna do is give these something to sit on, so they're not walking around on me so much. So let's top this off with some of that lettuce. We hit it with our avocado crema. A little bit of our salsa that we worked into the meat. And sprinkle some tortilla cheese on top. And that's it. All right, time to dismantle this thing and get a taste. Grab some of these toppings. Let's get a bite. Bam. Fantastic crunch. That beef is delicious. It's smoky. It's got just the right amount of cheese to beef ratio. And then all the fresh stuff on top, man. That helps out a lot. That salsa, that crema, a little bit of texture from the lettuce as well. It's all working together really well. Great contrast, lots of variety of textures, temperatures, all good things. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out atbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoyed the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to atbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.